These are my Cardback frames. Anybody that knows vintage Star Wars figures will recognise these. This is how the vintage figures used to come back in the 80s. But these are the original trilogy, what we call Cardback figures. But obviously these are copies in Lego form. And I think they look really good in a block like this. The trouble is I don't really have a block of wall I can put them on. Everything's full up. The only spot I did have was this spot here, but obviously it's taken up with these frames now. With that thought, I then decided that this would probably be the best place for these. I had them like this before, running around the top of my old Lego room. They will fit in here. Obviously then we got pipe work and things like that, so it's got to fit around. Although I could come down lower a little bit. And the same this side. It could come down lower there. That might work quite nice. And then we go along here. I don't think I can go up into that bit. There's no space there, so I'm going to have to try and work out something brick built there. You might see I've done a bit of prep work, just cleaning the walls and making sure no bobbles, because it's pretty rough walling. Cement has not been perfectly cleaned off, because at the end of the day it was only meant to be a workshop, so it was left pretty rough. But it's good enough now. Obviously I painted it. And I've marked all along with pencils where each one's going to come, so I can very easily just get up there and put on the command strips. I won't go around the corner, I'll just do this strip at the moment. And then I've got 3 more to be made, which will come down all the way down to here. I can't get the exact measurement between the one more frame and the little Cardback frames to line up. There will be a little gap in between them. Because this piece of wood 8mm thickness or something like that, 10mm thickness, I will have to start one here and go that way, and I will have to start one here and go that way, so there will be a little strip, but it'll kind of match in with this pipe, because one will fit in there in the corner and one will fit the other side of it, and then we'll go all the way along. I put these bigger frames I had before, finally thought, well, they can go in this area here, and I can actually fit 3 more down there, although I'm a bit worried that I might kick one as I go through the door, but we won't worry about that too much at the moment. They look really good. I know that one's come, where has he gone? Oh yeah, he's slightly off there, but I will have to take that off and put him on. And I also think it doesn't show the bend quite so much when they're down this long straight bit. I don't know, maybe it does, but to my eyes it doesn't. I've also put my foil pack mocks up here, which I put on my channel some time ago, and I built them some time ago actually, and they're just really resting there. They're not really fixed in or anything like that. There's just enough gap there that they fit in, and I just thought that was quite nice. It's just out the way really. As you can see, there's a space right there. They're not fitted. I don't know whether that's going to be their final resting place. Here's 2 anomalies. I can never say that word. Anomalies? Got no glass in them. I think you can see they've got no glass in them. Yeah. And the reason being is they stick out so far, the helmets, that they warp the backing when the glass is on there. So I thought it made sense just to leave the glass out. I'd rather have them than not have them in a frame. Maybe it's not the best next to the glass because they're going to pick up dust and things like that now. But if at the end of the day I've got 4, 5, 6 of these that haven't got glass on, I'd rather have the figures in the frame with the other matching ones just to keep the line going. These are a mixture of ones I've made just because I found the right picture and I've got the right Star Wars figure, etc. There's no other particular reason why I've chosen these. I suppose some of them will be my favourites. I'm still missing quite a few, probably over half. I have about another 6 or so of the actual carded bits, the pictures to go into frames, but I haven't got any more frames, so this is all I've got. But I'm happy with this. If this stays like this collection and I don't get any more apart from those 6 that I will find frames for, then I'll be happy. But I would like to try and get every single one that appeared on a frame and is made in Lego form into a frame. That would be really cool. But anyway, I guess the next step is to get these on the wall before I get out the last bits, which are the card pictures. These are made by a certain Craig Wilshire, who you can find on Facebook with his company Bricks in Frames. He always makes me some interesting things. Has to scour the internet looking for to do these. But yeah, he does a really good job of making these. I will put the link probably for his Facebook page down in the description so that anybody that likes his frames, including the other bigger ones that I've got, he's made everything for me. So yeah, he's my go-to frame man, and I can highly recommend him. I'm also going to mount these retro video VHS cassette minifigure displays. I don't know what to call them really. VHS minifigure displays, I suppose that's a good name. But yeah, my son bought these for me for Christmas, not with the figures in, I may add. I've added those in myself as I wanted. Maybe a couple of them are a bit more special, and I just wanted something that I couldn't display usually, so I used my chrome ones, what I had. And as you can see, they've come out quite nicely. I've got my special chrome Vader there, which I never bought in the poly bag, by the way. I bought it, the guy that had it before me, he ripped open the poly bag and wanted to display it like that. So I was quite happy that I knew it come from a first-hand source, was displayed only by him. And then I have the back to tank Vader. So two different versions of Vader. I didn't show you the Luke from A New Hope. With the poncho, which you only see him for a very brief moment running towards the Millennium Falcon with Han as it's about to take off, and then the chrome Stormy, which is a very nice figure in my opinion. And then finally, my favourite film, Return of the Jedi. And I didn't really have any very special figures that I hadn't already displayed elsewhere, so I put these two Emperor's Royal Guards in. My plan is to mount them in this little spot here next to the Clone Wars and the other frames, and then over here will be the start of the rest of the Cardback frames, which don't fit up there. Going to be for all these card frames, which my son gives me on various days like Christmas, birthday, Father's Day, you name it. Although he said this year he couldn't find me one, so that was a bit of a letdown. But anyway, yeah, they were originally going up here. I think they work quite nice on this unit that I've recently got off Facebook Marketplace. Actually, there's two units here. I think this is where they're going to live for a while. And I've got so many more of these frames to get up there that I can have them in a nice big block. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get this onto time-lapse. I'm going to stick up the command strips onto the wall and put the frames up as I go, all on time-lapse in one go this time. So I'll see you on the other side. I've finished the frames. You may have seen that in the time lapse. I still haven't filled up this frame yet, so that's probably a bit of a disappointment for some, but I will get those figures in there before too long. I also do not have the glass front, perspex front, on the front of this Clone Wars frame, as I'm missing that, or missing a figure from here. I do have in mind one that I need to order for it. Anyway, without further ado, I will slap on some music and take you along the line of the frames. So here we go. lastly, we have these VHS cassettes, which I absolutely love. So yeah, all three of them together there, I think they look superb. And obviously go along with those frames above my parts. And I have some space before I get to my sealed sets there, so probably about another space for another 4. I'm not sure whether I will keep sealed sets all along here eventually anyway, so I might have more space. And then if we come down lower, I found space to be utilised by these pictures that I already had, because they don't have a stand on the back. They have to be on a shelf or on a wall, so I use the yarn strips. I have my granddaughter there sitting on the plugs. I have me in the military there with my son Brandon many moons ago in the 90s, and Brandon got me that card as well. I think that was the last Star Warsy card he got me. I need a frame for that, so I will get a nice frame for that. It's one of my favourites. I really like that one actually. You know all these, you've seen all these in a previous video, and I will be updating these because there is space and I need to utilise it. I have more frames to be made. You know the Obi-Wan Kenobi one, I've been talking about that, but there's another 3 that I'm going to put in here. That is the end of this custom frame update of mine and putting them on the walls, or retro frames really, this video. So thank you very much for listening to me yet again waffle on, and I hope to see you in a video very soon. Please do remember to hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Cheers one and all, see you soon.